I'm not that hype, cause I actually don't care. It's just for the hype. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a character that I don't even like, but I will see. We'll see. What if? What if it's actually one? Okay, we'll see.
Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Sora Limited. We'll be using today's showcase to give you a first look at our next DLC fighter.
Okay, let's see.
Actually,
I hope the trailers
hardly
also
anyone
good.
knows what we'll be announcing today, even among Nintendo staff worldwide. The development team and other stakeholders have been working on this fighter with the utmost secrecy.
Okay.
Which means other Nintendo staff around the globe will only start making preparations for release after the show. Hello everyone, I'm Masahiro Sakurai, director of Super it won't
Smash
be available
Bros.
right away. From Sora, please understand that it will take a little time. I think even many Nintendo employees will be first look to see the next and say, "Wow, really?"
Wow, really? Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
So let's all share in the fun of.
Can you
getting
guys
our
hear the
hands
stream
on
well?
latest information.
Just let me know. Okay, we'll see it. I don't
However,
even care
even
who
if
it
you
is.
say,
I just care about having a good trailer,
I
good
hope you don't have
character,
any hard
and
feelings.
good character
We
balance.
prepared a fighter reveal video. Once
Okay.
it starts, I think
Okay,
you'll
let's
figure
see.
out
Leon?
things pretty quickly. Now, let's do this.
Do Leon? It's not Leon for sure. He's Fire Emblem.
The time has finally come to
Okay, at least it's not Dante. I really like Fire Emblem, but like this Fire Emblem, dude, it was so bad. But okay, anyways, Fire Emblem. So I like it. I like it in some way. I don't even like these Fire Emblem, but it's still like a Fire Emblem. It's not
What were
Dante.
you thinking, charging right into an enemy's trap? As you and I
Yeah,
have
it's
learned,
Byleth.
I too am trapped within this void. In time, our hearts and minds will cease to be. Are you prepared to die? I
Another
felt
Thor
much.
character,
I
dude.
also do not wish to die. And yet,
So I'm waiting for Leon,
There's
I'm waiting
no
for
other
Minecraft character, I'm waiting for Dante,
you must
and now you get
join
another Marth,
Smash.
and now you get another Corrin.
Join Smash Brothers already! What in the world are you waiting for?
So joining Smash consumes even the darkness itself.
Okay. Okay, it looks nice. It looks nice. Looks nice. I like sword characters, so I might play him. Ooh! Side B. Wow, ooh, the Joker. There's gonna be a second character or a comeback mechanic. There's gonna be two. There's gonna be two or a comeback mechanic.
And sooner than expected.
The same thing
We'll
happened
see.
with Hero.
Too many
We'll
swordsmen,
see.
are there? And you wield the sword as well? What will you do?
Ooh.
So that is how you plan to win the day?
Yeah, because everyone's gonna be seeing
I'll
her.
reward your cleverness.
So they don't want to kill her. That's easy.
How is this?
I never played this game, so I don't understand, but it looks nice.
Of anyone, you should be able to handle the hero's
Link?
relics.
Something.
With Arid Fire, strike with superior reach. Use Amir's overwhelming power.
Down smash. Neutral B? No.
Unleash
Side
the
B?
blinding speed of Fail Not.
Oh, that's nice. Ult in air.
Along with the sword of the creator. Each weapon matches
Side B,
a direction.
neutral B. That's nice. I never played the game, but I'm pretty sure the fans are gonna be hyped.
and mine be now as one! To you, both sides of time are revealed! Through Smash, show the world!
Is Morgana's voice actor? Pretty sure, yeah. Okay. This is not what I expected. This is not Dante. And I'm pretty happy because he wasn't Dante. But it's still, dude.
Yes,
Oh, wait.
there you have it.
Wait, did
Byleth
you...
From Fire Emblem Three Houses. to
Fire Emblem again?
Fire Emblem Three Houses was released just last summer.
I didn't even
so
play
it's
the
still
game
very
because I
new.
knew he
Even
wasn't
so,
coming.
You'll soon be able to play as
Dude,
them
I'm
in Super Smash Bros.
so fucking
Ultimate.
sad.
This release
Okay,
is
the
planned
character
for
is cool,
January
yeah.
28th. You'll have instant access if you have the Super Smash Bros.
In
Ultimate
12
Fighters
days.
pack, and it will also be available
Oh,
for
dude,
purchase.
I have 12 days to play the game.
In case you're not familiar with Fire Emblem or Three Houses, I'll
Yeah.
explain a few things, so
Uh-huh.
don't worry.
I'm gonna play the boy.
First off, what
He's
is
gonna be
Fire
my
Emblem?
secondary. He has a sword. Gotta do it.
It's really hard to pronounce in Japanese. The producer said it's okay if I just say Fire Emblem. But when writing it,
Fire
don't write
Emblem.
Fire Emblem. The Fire Emblem police will come and get you, so please be careful. The series' first entry launched in Japan on the Famicom in 1990. You could say it was a pioneer in the genre of tactical role-playing games. You might be wondering what makes it particularly tactical. Well, it's tactical.
He looks
in that it
cool.
simulates
Like,
combat.
I'm gonna tell you something. He
You can think
looks
of it as
really,
moving
really
pieces
nice.
in a board game. Or in other words, a game in which you advance units across a grid and battle. When we talk about tactical games of that era, there were lots of ones in which you command tanks, aircrafts, and so on. But Fire Emblem was unique because each unit was a specific character, sort of like in role-playing games. Plus, something made it stand out from other Nintendo products. Characters could permanently die.
Yeah. That's how Fire Emblem works.
Language, though, so perhaps we should just say they're sleeping with the fishes.
With the fishes.
But really, if a character fell in battle, you lose that unit. They'd
Yeah.
be gone, and you
I'm
couldn't
pretty
use
sure
them
everyone
again.
have played Fire Emblem.
Recent entries in the series maintain this concept of permadeath to some degree in classic mode and what have you. But a lot of games now allow strategic withdrawals, so to speak. In the older games, your units would really be gone, never to be mentioned again. Scary.
Yeah.
The game's stories are told like chronicles of war, with increasingly distinct characters and engrossing scenarios. Several characters also appear in the Super Smash Bros. Series, and 6 of the 7 can use a counterattack. It's their down special.
Yeah.
There's actually a reason for this. When I was considering how to incorporate Fire Emblem fighters into Super Smash Bros. Melee, I thought it might be interesting to reflect the turn-based nature of the original game. First comes your opponent's turn. They attack and you counter. Next comes your turn.
Oh, okay.
And now, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 17th game in the series.
Yeah.
People who aren't Japanese in particular might be thinking, 17 games? There are that many? Well, if you include Fire Emblem Heroes in the remakes, but you don't include the Satellaview game, Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE, and Fire Emblem Warriors, then it comes out to 17 games. Let's try saying them in the Fire Emblem Can You Say It challenge.
Dude, I never played the game, but like,
I'll give it a
just
try.
seeing his picture just makes me want to play him. Like, he looks so cool. I never played the game, and I personally think he's not a... I used to think he wasn't a cool character, but now, like...
There you go, 17.
3 houses. So people were right.
So you saw how I was
This
counting
meant
in a
3
weird
houses.
way, right? I was counting in binary. This is 0. Fold this here and you get 1, and then you get 2, then 2 plus 1 equals 3. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you get 16. Add 1 and you get 17.
Oh, wow. That's so smart. So basically 3 houses. And 17
You can
Fire
actually
Emblem
count
games.
up to 31
Dude, he's so
with one
smart.
hand. And if you use both hands, you can count all the way up to 1023. If you've given up counting the knots in a tatami mat, you could always give it a go.
17.
What is Fire Emblem Three Houses?
It's a Fire Emblem game.
In Japanese, the male version of the main character is called Bereto, and the female version is called Beresu. But in English, they share the same name, Byleth. Byleth becomes a professor who ends up leading one of 3 academic houses. Once you've chosen a house, you guide them through their school life, and, well, you end up fighting the other houses. After a certain incident, 5 years pass, and you meet up with your grown-up students to battle against the other houses in their region.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's a very sad game in which your former allies become enemies, turn hostile, and try to kill you.
No, I didn't even played it. I didn't even know the story.
Fire Emblem Three Houses. I played an early version of the game before its release. I've done the same thing before, with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, for example. Because I couldn't wait until launch to experience it, or we'd have never made it in time. For that title, I borrowed an early version of the game for 2 days, ran around all the areas, saw the endings, and realized for the first time, I guess we can't really have Breath of the Wild's Princess Zelda as a fighter. I did the same this time, but with there being 3 houses and multiple endings, it was really hard to get a feel for it. And of course, there weren't any walkthroughs I could reference. The game has multiple routes, and the outcome of each is very different. Your experience will vary depending on the route you choose, and many of the characters you meet will adopt different roles in the story. I'll try to avoid spoilers when I'm talking about the fighter. I hope you'll understand.
Yeah.
Before
Okay,
my
let's see the
demonstration,
movement.
I should point out that when I did the Terry Bogard showcase video, I mentioned that it was recorded a month in advance. But
Wow.
this time, we have to account for the holidays and such, so we're filming 2 months in advance of this video's release. Right now, it's actually November. Therefore, some of what I'm about to show you might differ a bit from the finished version.
Okay. Yeah.
As always,
Nice.
I'm using a special in-game camera and such for demonstration purposes.
Nice.
Here I go.
Okay, well, we'll see. He's probably a cool character. He's probably gonna have, like, as part of the show. Yeah. I wasn't expecting him, though.
So, this is our
I
new
thought it
fighter,
was gonna be
Byleth.
something different.
Sadly, they're lacking.
But
in
there's
ability.
gonna be
It's maybe a bit
another
better
fighter
than
pack,
Robin's,
so
but
I'm
that's about all
not
you can
even
say
mad.
for them. Throws are not their strong point either. Their grab lacks range. But actually, you could say that they're distance demon.
Okay, demon.
The hero's relic they use changes depending on the direction you input with the stick. Each of the hero's relics is a weapon that appears in Fire Emblem Three Houses. They look like bones, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah. What reason?
First, let's talk about the weapon Byleth uses for upward inputs, the Sword of the Creator. The Sword of the Creator here is Byleth's default weapon. They use it for flurry attacks and tilt attacks, such as down tilt attacks, where it takes the form of a whip. They also use the sword for dash attacks and other moves.
Mm-hmm.
For their up smash attack,
Oh, that
they'll whip
looks
the
really
sword
nice.
upward to launch
It's like
enemies in the
seriously.
air. For their
It's
upper
gonna be a
attack,
good move to combo.
they'll wave the whip
That's
sword overhead.
that's a weird upper. Obi kills.
The hit detection for this attack lasts for a relatively long time. The up special move is really something. The sword extends like this, allowing you to do things like this.
Oh wow, so he actually hits
It was
you
pretty
when
terrifying.
you're
It
grounded.
knocked him
No
into
like
the air with
no
an
like
attack.
Joker.
And in addition,
What?
you can do awful things like this.
Dude, so it's a better Joker.
That said, you'll launch opponents upward
You can-
until their damage reaches
you
a
can-
certain percentage.
He didn't get it. It's even like okay, but like he doesn't put
Exceed
you
that percentage, and you'll
he
need
doesn't put you in the ground so he can keep comboing. He's just like okay, just go down. I'm just gonna spike you,
But
kind
can also
of
use them
spike,
to latch onto
like a
edges.
kind of spike.
So that's the up special.
But yeah, it's
Now,
basically
for
my
the
up B.
sideways inputs.
That's
This
nice.
is Erdvar.
I know how to
The
do
same
that.
as the weapon from Celtic
But
mythology.
it's weird
First, we'll go through the forward.
because
and
like
back
it seems
area.
like this move you can
As
even
see,
you can
they
even
have
do
a
it
long reach,
with out of
like
shield.
so.
Joker's obby doesn't work without a shield. He just doesn't hit you.
Marth's air attack keeps opponents in
So
check.
like you're in front of him. You need to be like above him.
If Byleth does the same thing, you'd win out, so you should be able to beat it.
Well, he has more
Next,
range.
the side smash attack. This also has a long range. It'll connect even from here.
Dude, but like that's so slow.
Also, if you add an upward tilt, it will be stronger.
Okay. With a tipper.
And if you've knocked an opponent down, the side attack won't hit unless you add a downward tilt to aim for them.
Okay. That's nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's a spear at the
By
end.
the way, the tip of the lance is more powerful. The shaft part is weaker,
Yeah.
so it's not suited to close combat. It won't deal much damage, and it won't launch opponents far.
12% is still a good.
That's why, as a rule, you want to hit with the blade part aimed upward,
Yeah. So strong, so
or
long.
downward in this case.
No, this is not the longest
Next,
force
the side
smash. No.
special move. Byleth will simply swing the lance like this, but again, it has excellent reach. For example, even when your opponent is at this distance, it'll still hit.
I just hope this character is better than
Actually, you can do a smash attack.
I just hope he's better than
Like this.
than Joker, dude. I'm tired of people complaining about him. He seems slow, but like
But as you'd
if you're
expect,
really
use the
smart,
shield
I'm pretty
to
sure
be
you will
careful.
get it. Dude, I used to play Corrin. Corrin is so
Use
bad.
midair and you'll carve up a large area.
I'm pretty sure I can play this character.
Returning to the side air attacks from earlier, they have great horizontal reach, but they lack verticality. So this complements it well,
Yeah.
although you'll be vulnerable when you land. Now, for the downward inputs. For these, Byleth will use an axe called Emir.
Imagine if he. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a
Named
shield
after
break.
weapon that appears in Ugaritic myth. First, the down air attack. It really is strong.
It's gonna be a shield
You
break
can
for
try
sure.
for a meteor effect with this attack. Next is the down smash attack. A heavy swing of the axe back and forth.
The axe.
As you can see, it has a great
It's so
deal of launch
strong.
power.
You don't even need to get the tipper.
And for the down special, Byleth channels all their energy into a devastating strike. It's a bold move, similar to the Falcon Punch, but here's what makes it different. When readying the move, there's a super armor effect, which allows you to withstand an attack.
Nice.
Just so you know, if you execute a Falcon Punch at about the same time, it plays out like this.
Dusky speaks in
It's a
Japanese.
bit slower than the Falcon Punch, but due to the super armor effect, you have the advantage.
Mimi,
Unless you get
Mimi, don't go anywhere. Remember, we were talking
Another
last night and you
notable
said that
aspect is
Edelgard was gonna
after
join
you
and I
have
said
it.
Violet. I never played the game, but I knew it was gonna be
Reach a lower
Violet.
area.
Dude, he looks nice. He's
It
nice.
won't let
He
you
looks
jump,
cool.
But you could use it as a surprise attack.
I
Also,
see
you
the
can turn
future,
around
dude.
during the move.
I told you guys it
The
wasn't
swing
gonna be
takes a while.
Dante. Dude,
So if
Dante's
an opponent
bad.
runs
Dante's
behind
not
you
gonna
during
join.
the move, you can quickly
You guys
change
already have
direction.
Bayonetta. There's no way.
Even though it can be hard to land a hit with this move, it can be really effective when used against
He was
weak
behind him.
opponents. Plus, even if you fail to land a direct hit, any opponents on the ground nearby will still be launched a little.
No.
It's as if the quaking of the ground launches them. By the way, earlier I talked a little bit about the other Fire Emblem characters' moves.
Yeah.
I don't recommend using this down special against fighters from the Fire Emblem series.
Yeah, because he can
they
counter.
just get
He
low.
can counter it. Yeah.
It hits with that much power in a single attack. Counters can actually multiply the power of blocked attacks, and using easily anticipated attacks like this could just get you hit by counter after counter. Next, we have the neutral moves. The bow you use is called Failnaught, which shares its name with the bow from the Knights of the Round Table. It only appears in a few neutral moves. You've got the neutral air attack. This attack is similar to a move of Pit's and other fighters like him. It lets you spin the weapon around.
That's a good actual option.
It's also easy to create certain combos with it. And with the neutral special, you'll let loose an arrow. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there are a few noteworthy aspects to this bow.
Yeah. Okay.
First, the biggest difference between this bow and Link's is that once you enter the command, you can keep charging until it's ready. You can't release it partway through the charge, so when it does fire, the arrow travels at high speed. It's also very powerful. That said, you can still cancel out of the stance using the shield button. You can also change direction while in the stance. It works up until this point, but if you keep holding the button, you'll unleash a powerful arrow that looks like a beam of light. You can perform this move by keeping the button held down. You charge up power like so. Charge a bit more.
He does
then
30%,
fire.
and he's probably gonna kill
But
you
again,
like
you'll need
80.
to take care when using
That's
this
so
move.
good. That's a good
For one,
edge guard
when you
shit.
powered up the move to its max,
For
there's no
edge
way to
guards,
cancel
for
out
like
it,
if you want to
not even with the
camp.
shield button. In other words,
In
you're
doubles,
committed to
that
fire.
would be nasty.
So you see, a situation like this is pretty terrible. Once you've entered the stance, you won't be able to do anything,
So be careful.
which means it's quite the risky attack to use against fighters who have a move with a reflector effect. But you could always just aim into the fray, as it is, after all, a long-range move, letting you deal a sudden blow to opponents. So you need to think carefully when using this projectile weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Byleth's final smash is called Progenitor God Ruptured Heaven. In the original game, there's a move called Ruptured Heaven. This is an enhanced version. As you can see,
Oh,
you
what he
team
does.
up with the mysterious Sothis and launch an attack together.
The mysterious.
Now, let's talk about the color variations.
Okay.
It's set up so that the default and odd-numbered color variations
I don't know-
are male.
I don't know
while the
which I'm gonna
even-numbered
use,
ones
though.
are female. However, the third, fourth, and fifth colors are, as you can see, reminiscent of the house leaders. Those
Okay.
of you who played the
Yeah.
original game will of course understand what I'm referring to. The sixth color is based on Sothis, who you just saw earlier. And the seventh and eighth variations have a different hair color, which is based on something that occurs in the course of the original game's story. Didn't we see this variation in the final smash?
Okay. Which one am I gonna use?
Next, I'll introduce the stage. For this one, we of course tried to
He
recreate
looks
the place
so
where you spend
nice,
most of the
dude.
game,
Gonna play him
Garreg
for
Mach
sure.
Monastery. This is how Garreg Mach Monastery is laid out in the original game. From these, we chose to have it cycle through the marketplace, reception hall, bridge, and cathedral all in one stage. It's the type of stage that rotates through different areas, such as these four. Let me introduce each of the guests that appear in these four areas. The first area is the marketplace. I think this is where a lot of people come to do their shopping. The guests that appear here are students of the Blue Lion's house, Dimitri, Dedu, and Ingrid.
Ingrid.
Not Dimitri, Dudu, or Ingrid. Their names are a bit difficult to say. They're largely from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Since it's a kingdom, that means they have a monarchy. For that reason, I guess you could say Dimitri's the future king. He had quite a difficult life and may or may not end up with just one eye. He's an unfortunate one, that one. There are vendors on either side.
Oh really?
In the original game, these are important booths where you buy all sorts of things, but here you can break them, you see.
Yeah. Not gonna
If
leave
do
you
break
in.
them,
It's so strong. That
the
move's
stage
so
will
good.
expand to the
It's
left.
never gonna hit, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna either break shields
I wonder where people will buy their supplies
or
now.
it's just gonna kill you. It's just gonna kill you at like
And in the background,
60.
you can see the gatekeeper. You often pass through this area in Fire Emblem 3 houses, and you end up talking to him a lot. Moving through these areas is possible thanks to this mysterious platform. Just when it seems like you've come to a stop, you'll come crashing back down. We've broken through the ceiling and slammed into the building.
Okay.
And the guests in the reception hall are Edelgard, Dorothea, and Petra of the Black Eagles. Take note, it's not spelled Edelgard. They're from the Adressian Empire,
Black Eagle.
and as such, they embrace their military might. Edelgard is one of the characters who is central to the conflict. Depending on the path you take, she'll go through some terrible ordeals.
Okay.
You'll notice there are prominent chandeliers above the stage. It's possible to knock them down. However, Byleth can't actually reach it, even though it's their stage. You can reach it with other fighters, though. So, it's nice if you can work your way up there by getting lucky and being launched up, or perhaps by using another fighter as a stepping stone. There we go.
Wow, that's so smart, dude.
You can knock it down.
So, I didn't understand well.
Also,
So you can
break
up
this
throw and up
Like
B.
so.
So up B doesn't count as a grab.
Just like the sign that reads Furin Kazan in the Suzaku Castle stage, it can break if you launch the opponent into it at close range. Next up, the bridge. The camera rotates 90 degrees, creating this long area. It's very wide indeed. It's similar to the Bridge of Elden stage. The guests are from the Golden Deer, Claude, Hilda, and Lawrence. They belong to the Leicester Alliance.
Okay.
Because it's an alliance of many noble families, you could say that they have a wide assortment of members. And Claude is the sharpest of the bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Incidentally, both Claude and Hilda are the names of characters that appear in Genealogy of the Holy War, the 4th title in the Fire Emblem series. I guess once you've reached the 17th game and are creating 40 characters for each new entry, you're bound to get a bit of name overlap. The naming process must be tough. Hey, it looks like the Pegasus Knight is busy training. As for the bridge's design, it's just a long pathway, plain and simple. You can expect plenty of blows to be exchanged at the edges of the screen. You could also say it's a place where the fail knot really shines, and in this sense, I think it suits the Golden Deer perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the last looks nice because you can even fight in there. It
The
looks
last
better.
area is the cathedral, only with some platforms you can pass through. The guests appearing in the cathedral are Sedith, Flayn, and Rhea. There's Sedith, who appears to have an extremely strong bond with his sister, Flayn. She seems to be under the protection of him and Rhea, who you can see fighting during the opening of Fire Emblem Three Houses. All three have character quirks related to their true identities.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that Flayn might be saying shush at this point, so I'll leave it at that. This is a simple area of the stage. All it has are these platforms. Being the last area, it may be a place where some intense battles will be waged.
Nice.
It'll
Mark
cycle through each location in
Conklin,
about
thanks so
2.5
much for subscribing.
minutes.
Thanks a lot. Finally, dude.
Okay, today we'll have a tag team battle in Squad Strike with the DLC team pitted against Fire Emblem protagonists from throughout the ages. That'll give us precisely 5 players per side.
Okay.
Alright, here we go, Joker. Joker!
What?
And Hero! Gee, we really made a lot, huh? Banjo! By now, I think you know what I'm doing.
Theory.
But basically, I'm trying to defeat all 5 opponents with just the Professor here.
Okay.
But as expected, it's going to be a pretty tough battle, so I'm using anything I can get my hands on.
Wow, Sakurai is just so
It's
good.
not going to land that
He's
easy.
such a good presentator. So nice.
Oh, this is bad.
What if he loses?
Shenanigans.
It would be funny. She doesn't look that slow.
I'll use this chance to attack. Got him. That's scary. He's invincible for a moment here.
Wow, what was
Lots
that?
of explosives. Ouch. He perfect shielded that, huh? Good one.
Nice. Oh, he's so
This,
good.
Like this, or like so. No anti-air, huh? There. The soccer
Dude, it
ball.
wasn't even the tipper and he died. Okay, she
Good.
doesn't look
There's
slow.
Mom.
Dude, Corrin. Corrin sucks. Corrin's so bad.
You're in a good spot, Mom.
Even the CPU is bad.
Ah, I shouldn't have taken that. Gardevoir. Well, I guess no one uses projectiles. At this point, it doesn't matter if Gardevoir's there or not. I feel like the enemy might get this smash ball. See? They got it.
Dude, he almost
But I
died.
mustn't give up.
Wow, it breaks shield!
Can't waste a chance.
I told you, that's the only way. Downer seems
There's
to
another smash
break
ball.
shields.
Yes, got it.
Shit.
Now. What are you charging up for?
Marth hit the tipper. Fake video.
There's still more. Whack.
There's only Roy. I mean, the obby doesn't lead to anything.
it's mine.
Dude, he's gonna counter you! What are you
Although
doing?
I'm scared I might get hit with a counter in this state. I hit him. I was trying to fight using Byleth's abilities alone, but what matters is that I won. Good game.
What matters is what I want. GG's.
It can be fun to play like this, especially in tag team, so I think it's a good idea to try imposing different types of challenges on yourself. The end. Now, about the additional music. Since it's from the Fire Emblem series, we'll be adding each of the new tracks to all the Fire Emblem stages. There are already a lot of Fire Emblem tracks in the game. Our selection this time has been made taking those existing tracks into consideration. 11 songs are being added. This includes an arrangement of the main theme in both Japanese and English. I hope you'll enjoy these as well. We're also adding in a new spirit board. It includes the house leaders among some of the other popular characters. Sothis is Legend class. Also, there's a new classic mode route, a Heroic Legacy, which is designed to let you enjoy classic Fire Emblem stages from throughout the series' history. The final battle is against Master Hand and Crazy Hand, but you'll find that something pretty amusing happens, so look forward to that. Now for the Mii Fighter costumes. Please take a look.
Okay. Mii Fighters. I personally don't care about this, so I'm not even gonna watch. But we will see, maybe we get Leon. Oh, okay. That's weird. Never respect that. Wow. Mega Man X 0? Oh no. Dude, Mega Man movement should be like that. Dude, this Smash is amazing. Dude, it literally has everything. Super Smash Ultimate. Each. Okay.
This time, we're releasing a Cuphead costume. And for those of you who purchased the Cuphead costume, an additional song will be added. It's called Floral Fury, and it's the theme that plays when fighting Cagney Carnation. I hope you enjoy these as well. After purchasing a costume, I recommend using the sharing feature. If someone has created a Mii Fighter, you can play using the costume it's wearing immediately after you download it. And now, onto the Amiibo. The color palette for Dark Samus looks pretty good, doesn't it? Dark Samus and Richter are planned for release on Friday, January 17th.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
And now, with the addition of Byleth, the Fighter's Pass is finally complete. The lineup was Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry Bogard, and Byleth. From more than 70 fighters, only 5 have been added. But I must say, this game has always been an exceptional experience. And since the roster was already so large to begin with, right from the start, we intended to make the most out of the new gameplay mechanics and so on. There really were a lot of new mechanics, weren't there? When we add a new fighter, we don't simply make their attacks or their movements a little different. Instead, we try to offer you a whole new style of play.
Yeah. That's nice. Thank you, Sakurai. You're the best. But please stop adding Fire Emblem characters.
As I stated, we'll continue to release more DLC fighters down the line.
Nice.
I had thought that 1 or 2 might suffice, but, well, have a look.
How many? Even more fighters. Development. 5. 5 again. 6. Leon, dude, Leon. There is still one more.
For this reason, we will be releasing the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass Volume 2. It will be available for pre-purchase on the date shown. So
By
please keep an eye
December 31
And now that it's
of
official, we intend to move
2021?
ahead with development.
1
Of
year?
course, like last time, the contents will remain unknown for now, and I'm personally very sorry that we have to release Fighters Pass Volume 2 when the details have yet to be revealed. Like last time, I'd be very grateful if, despite that, you would understand why and purchase it. Furthermore, the new additions have already been decided. Even if I receive many requests regarding potential candidates on Twitter, I'm afraid it would be very hard to consider them.
Wow! He told you to shut
I
up.
hope you'll look forward to it. We're also including a bonus with Fighters Pass Volume 2. Last time, it was a Rex costume, but this time, here's what we have. It's a Mii Fighter costume for Mii Sword Fighter, the ancient soldier gear from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This will not be for sale individually, so it can only be acquired as part of Fighters Pass Volume 2. It's been reported that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the highest selling fighting game in the world. Personally, I don't know if it counts as simply a fighting game, but I guess it's seen as a fighting game around the world. Seems like Street Fighter 2 was in the lead for a while, but now Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has surpassed it in total sales. However, I'm not sure if this is accurate. There were 5 versions of Street Fighter 2, or 6 to 7 if we really want to get into the weeds. Plus, there's the arcade versions and the 25 ports to other systems, so I don't know if that's been accounted for. Also, I don't know if that really qualifies as one game. It's up for discussion.
Yeah, it
So,
does.
who knows?
Shut up.
But when it comes to a single piece of software, it seems like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is number 1. Although, I still don't know if it can really be called just a fighting game. I feel like it's become more than a fighting game, some sort of celebration of gaming or something else entirely. Also, I feel a deep attachment to the 5 DLC fighters. The first Fighters Pass just wrapped up, but it was decided that there will be more DLC. which means no breaks for me.
No breaks for me.
I plan to keep working hard, so I hope you can continue to support us. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, bro. This is all that matters. Thanks for watching. So this meant 17. This is so smart, dude. Cannot be like him. So good. I'm so glad it's not Dante, dude.